Hi everybody, Aunt Blabby here. Please bear with me, there's a learning curve to this stuff. I'm doing my best. But here's another episode of Aunt Blabby's Garden. I'm just going to take you around and show you some of the stuff in bloom. Now you might say to me, well Aunt Blabby, we've seen this stuff before. And there's some truth to that, but don't you worry. I'll be showing you something different in every episode and giving you a tip you haven't had before. Now you might say to me, how come? How are you going to do that? That's for one simple reason. Like most people, a garden grows. First, notice I said most people. I know some politicians don't seem to be too into personal growth. And there are some ordinary people out there who seem to really be pleased with their own ignorance. So the same with them. But most of us like some growth, don't we? We like to learn new things. Have a little fun, learn lessons from them. Yin and Yang to everything. So, we're just looking at how things have gotten bigger. Things grow in this heat. They like it. Our dill. The thing is, we're back to Yin and Yang, and that's because not only do plants love this heat, so do weeds. Now look at here, coleus. It's going to seed here. It's pretty when it does that. It's pretty all the time. And the lilies are starting to bloom. These are my day lilies. And remember I told you I'd show you my tiger lilies? Well, look at that. This is from the back, sort of. So let's go around the tools here. Keep my garden tools handy. And have a look at the lilies from the front. And the daisies remain in bloom. And all these glorious pickle bushes. And look at the tomatoes. And look at how wilty the beet greens are. They love the heat, but maybe it's a bit much for some of the things. This garden will have to be watered. Look at that glorious weed there. I'm going to get that. The thing is, you don't want to water a garden while the sun is shining on it, because then you just cook your vegetables and your fruits. You wait until the evening when the sun's going down, and you give them a good drink. And they're ready for a fresh start the next morning. My broccolis came along so quick, I had to pick one. Aren't they doing good? And there was one other thing over here. Now, there's one thing in here I want to tell you now. There's sometimes these little escargots, snails, that get into the garden. And someone asked me a little while ago, how do you deal with those without using poison? So don't please put poison on your food. Don't do that. Easy to get rid of snails. Make a little depression in the earth. Put a small aluminum pie plate in it, so that it's level with the garden surface. And fill it with beer. Those snails love beer. Man, they'll get in there and they'll drink that up and they'll get so drunk they'll drown in it. Okay, you're killing something, but they're going to kill your garden if you don't. So, at least they die happy. Just saying. Don't put poison on your food. There's no way to deal with it. I'm going to show you one more thing too. Now we see that some kale has gone to seed here. And I just wanted to show you the seed pods. They're like little beans, see? That's where the seeds are. They start out a little like that, and then they turn into what looks like little beans, and that's where the seed comes from. Just in case you wanted to know. Now, we're going to go over here and do a reading. Good catch. Look at that, I caught it. Try not to do anything else to it. Alright. Blabby's going to give another reading. Now we saw, when it comes to Yin and Yang too, we saw a reading earlier this week that said there was energy in the universe for going ahead with new projects, new concepts, new ideas and that. And yet we're in Mars Retrograde, which is an introspective retrograde. Tells us to sort of be reserved about starting new things. We need to look back and see what lessons we've learned. We need to review what we've done. Maybe there'll be an aha moment out of that, right? We'll see, oh, that's what happened. Okay, I won't do that again. Maybe I'll try it this way. Well, the thing is that it doesn't have to be either or. I see so much of this either or stuff online and stuff. It has to be either this or that. It doesn't. It can be both. Okay? There's enough energy in the universe for everything. Okay? So don't get too caught up. I mean, you can see the retrograde as a must slow down thing. That's okay. But don't let it stop you. See it also as an opportunity. Okay? When we re-examine what we've done, when we do review, when we do get introspective and have that aha moment, we've learned something, right? We've grown. We've changed. We see something we didn't see before. And that gives us strength to move forward and try something new, new approaches. It's not either or. There's opportunity in looking back and learning. Okay? So let's do another reading now, and let's ask the universe, what's the right next move? Here we go. I'm using the Enchanting Map deck again. Now let's lay these out. Okay, well, look at this. Now it's hot. I hope you have something cold to drink if it's hot where you're at. Lemon ginger iced tea. The ice is all gone, but it's still cold. Now I've got what I've got here is the card Strength in reverse. And what this tells us is to be careful with our health. Okay, during this heat wave, for any of you aside from me who are in this heat wave, make sure that you're getting the proper nutrition. Make sure you're keeping hydrated. Make sure you're getting all your vitamins and minerals. You want to keep your strength up. You can't look back properly, and you can't move forward properly if you're not keeping up your strength. Okay, and this card's just a little warning. Oh, look, things are a little, challenging right now. Keep your strength up. Okay, good advice. Always good advice. And here we are now. This speaks to what we've been speaking about, wishing well. Okay, this is our aha moment. This is looking back and learning from it and using the lesson to move ahead and making our wishes come true. Okay, so that's exactly what we were talking about, really. And over here we've got slow and steady. Now this also tells us that just because we're going to move ahead, despite the slow energy of a retrograde, that it doesn't need to be quick. We don't need to run. We don't ever need to run. We're all headed for the same sticky end. I'll tell you again, why are we running? Slow and steady wins the race. Go ahead. Move ahead. I hope this has helped. Take care of yourself. Always. Self-care is important. Learn from the retrospective. Go back. Have a look. Have your aha moments. Put them to use by moving forward. Trying new things. Trying new strategies. Trying new approaches. Slow and steady does it. You don't have to run. You can be very thoughtful. You should always be very thoughtful about your approach to what you're doing. Okay? Look before you leap, but don't be afraid to leap. See ya.